in Louisiana, where the tall, tall pine trees grow. There'll live a preacher daughter, and she knows how to jelly roll. And a papa wanna save my soul, but a sweet talking daughter, Lord, she loves to jelly roll. Yes, she do. Got a gal in old St. Louis, one in San Antonio. Come and get it while you can, for tomorrow I'll be gone. And my good gal sitting alone, she hollered her back, Daddy, Daddy, will you come in home? Won't you come on home? When my gals in Mississippi get along and they talk, hell, they can recommend just like a cannonball. But hell, I love to watch them fall. Oh, the Mississippi woman, Lord, if they don't beat all. Oh, no, yes they do. Well, I've been looking out my window as far as I can see. I'm looking for the rounders and they're looking out for me. Oh, but why won't they let me be? I'm a high-stepping papa from way down in Tennessee. Yes, I am. Why don't they let me be? Well, she likes to say we shouldn't, but you know we always will. The hollers catch me if you can, runs up over the hill. Well, that's how she gets her thrill, saying that we shouldn't, but she knows we always will. Yeah, she always says we shouldn't, saying that we shouldn't, but she always will. Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time ago and pine for them old days of yore. Well, let me run through the breeze like the leaves on the trees. Let me fly like the leaves when they fall. Well, let my mind go serene like a cool water stream that runs from the mountain so tall. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me home to rest where the mockingbirds nest and to cry through the green in the spring. Let's go back a ways to the old bygone days and the simple time we lived back when. the sweat from my brow, and the glow of the fire pulled me home. Let me wind down my days in the sweet dusty haze. Take me back down the old dirt road. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me back down the old dirt road. you more reason news. I'm on the road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. Yes, I am. Return, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of laughter breathe. Stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on. I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. Brand new start and a whole new part. They are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe. You know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. So you live to be a million leaves. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe. So take your seat. All right.
Good afternoon, fine people of the internet. Today is August the 20th, 2025, Wednesday. We are having a wonderful time today. It is nice and hot here in Central Florida. And we got a a special announcement we're going to be coming up with pretty soon about something that's going to come up in what's next month? September? Yes, can you believe it? It's almost September already. And it's only going to be on Rumble. So if you don't have a Rumble account, sign up for it. And if you do have a Rumble account, why are you over there on YouTube? You should be over there on Rumble, chatting it up over there. Rob is lonely over there right now. Me and Rob's the only one that's ever chatting on there. Us two and Rumblebot. And Rumblebot is having a hissy fit not talking to Rob. So if you got a Rumble account, head on over there and chat it up over there. Okay, so Talc Factory, train shows. We're going to give you the what else are we going to give you? We're going to give you an update on everything we're doing, the special announcement, and I might have some more spam emails that I could go over. And Rob over there says nobody likes us over here. Yeah, there you go. Let me put this up here. I gotta get this out of the way for a second. Okay. See, nobody loves us over here. Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So, if you haven't done so already, smash that like button, but smash it gently. All right, there you go. Chasco is the only one in the chat so far. Okay, how you doing, Chuck? Good to see you over here. Everybody else is just lurking over there, not saying a word. Okay, so let me get rid of this thing right here. So if you hadn't noticed, my schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're back on a normal schedule this week. Wednesday, we're both on Rumble and YouTube. And don't forget, smash that like button. Follow me on Rumble. Click the bell notification because Rumble actually notifies you whenever somebody has a stream coming out. All right, there you go. So tonight, we're streaming on Rumble, YouTube, and X. And RTMP Direct from Rumble Studio allows you to stream, I think, up to, I'm not sure, but a hell of a lot more than StreamYards is, and it's free. No, watermark or anything over there. You just stream. You just put in your information in there, and boom, there you go. As easy as that. Okay, so... Hey, Chasco, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in over on the free side over there. Okay, there you go. We got Chasco on the other side over there. Okay, let me put you up here. Okay, there you go. All right. Okie dokie. So, and I got to turn my volume down a little bit over here because I'm monitoring this on X, and the volume is up just a little bit too much. All right, so we got a new view of. Guess I need an X account now too. Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay, so there is the new view of the workbench. I got, the back view so you can look at that. The only place that I have hair on my head, you'll be able to see that, and you'll be able to see what is going on the workbench. So there you go. Okay. So, all right. So that's the workbench right there. Okay. So, let's do some. No, we won't do the train shows just yet. We got to thank everybody that supports this channel, because I would not be able to do it without your support right here. You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and you can support me for as little as $2 a month now. Just $2 a month. Link is in the description and in the chat. Thank you for your contributions during the live stream. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank all the moderators who have helped me out in the past years. Thank you very much. Yes, like the guy says, thank you very much. I could not do this without the support of all you people out there, and I would just be talking to the wall over here like I normally do when I'm at the workbench, just talking to myself over there. Okay, so this is a change. We got more people chatting over here on Rumble than we do on YouTube. Chuck and Jim just went over to Rumble there, and nobody else is chatting over there on YouTube right now. I guess they're all tongue-tied right now. Okay, so let's do some train shows, because I'm having, what do you call it, withdrawals, because there ain't no train shows right now. So here's the train show stuff. Okay, so we'll start off with Golden Spike Enterprises right here. This is the first one, and let me move this thing over a little bit. Okay, so because I'd like to get it in the middle there. I hope this doesn't mess up any of the other ones, though. I guess that looks about right there. Okay, so I start off with Golden Spike Enterprises because that's my favorite one, because it's got D-Land on there, and D-Land is October the 4th, 2025, and that's the next one that we'll be going to in D-Land. They also do Atlanta, that is this weekend, but that's a long way away. We were in Atlanta a couple of times. It's a really nice show. And Gaithersburg, Maryland in November, and Columbus, Ohio in December. And all of these websites that I'm going over tonight, I have in the description of my video on Rumble, and whenever I do the Workbench Wednesday on YouTube, it's in there also. So you can see it all at the bottom of the description. Okay, right here is trainshows.net. You could find a lot of stuff in here. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you could take a look at it. It's trainshows.net/calendar. And then you could choose United States, several states in there, Canada, Europe, UK, and Ireland, or even the entire North America. So a lot of good choices in there. And look, it goes all the way back to 1968. My goodness. So they had train shows and events going on that they listed them all the way back then. So it's a good reference to go to. Sparky tried putting his event up there. I think it's this weekend. But I don't think it made it up there. I guess they did not approve it for some reason, because I don't see it up here, and don't see it up in here in the recent editions either. So some of these pages I got to move over even further because everything's over to the right. Some of them is over in the center. So I'm just going to leave it right there in the center. So I don't see Sparky's on here. So I guess they just didn't accept Sparky's deal, because you could go in here and submit a new train show right over here. And they got a little form there, train show submission. You just fill all this stuff in here, and boom, it's put all that stuff in there. Okay. All right, so that's trainshows.net. We also have trainshows.com, which has Greenberg, Midwest, and great train shows. So here's the full schedule right here of all three of them. Great Midwest Train Show, that's all of Wheaton, Illinois. Then Greenberg Train Show, that's in Chantilly, Monroeville, Wilmington, Massachusetts, Edison, New Jersey, Timonium, Maryland, another Chantilly, Virginia. All right, and then to go up to 2026. And the great train shows, October 4th and 5th, Delmar, California. Then you got Shapokee, Minnesota, Victoriaville, California, Collinsville, Illinois, and Pleasanton, California. All them good things in there. Hey, Klondike, good to see you in here. There you go. All right. Glad that you can make it in here again. And then, okay, let me put Jim in here. Did I get you in here? All right. Okay, so there we go. Okay. So that's it for trainshows.com. So there's two train shows, trainshow.net and trainshows.com. This is trainshows.com. And then we got Train Collectors Association, Southern Division. Okay. Lake Nona is in November 22nd. Right outside of Orlando, in a suburb of Orlando. We went to that one last year, and we went to the Port St. Lucie one back in May. Both are good shows, and I thought, it would only be large scale since it's Train Collectors Association. They usually do S, G, FN30, and all the way up to 7.5 inch gauge, but they also had HO and N scale stuff there. So if you're in any of those areas, Orlando, Port St. Lucie, or even Pinellas Park, go support Train Collectors Association. I might even join the next time we go to when's the next one? So November 22nd, the one in Orlando. So I might join, get me a nice little green shirt. I got a TCA cap whenever we went to the Train Collectors Association Museum up there. Okay, so what else we got here? Okay, that one's already done. September 6th, train show, Azan. This is the one we're going to in Melbourne. And hopefully I'll be able to find another Campbell's kit from the vendor over there, because he says he's going to go over to the hobby shop and get more Campbell's kits from him. because he's selling them for the hobby shop. I don't know why nobody's buying it from the hobby shop, but I guess he gets a better reach if he goes to the train shows, because he's been at the D-Land train show, he's been at the Melbourne train show, and I don't think he can get a table at the Villages. I asked him about that, and he says it's kind of hard to get into the Villages. There's a waiting list to get into that one. I'm not sure if he goes to any of the Regal Railway ones, because those are small ones. Those are all on the West Coast. So September 13th is Regal Railway in Brooksville. That's this one right here, Brooksville, Florida. That's on the West Coast, right off of I-75. September 20 and 21, the Villages will be going to that one, and we're going to be taking a look at their web page here pretty soon. Volusia County, we already looked at that one there. Okay, October 9th and 11th. NMRA in Ocala, we're going to be looking at that website. October 23rd and 25th in York, Pennsylvania, Eastern Division of Train Collectors Association. Going on at the same time that the Timonium Train Show is going on in North Baltimore. And then November 2nd, Pinellas Park. Parking lot swap meet at Zitnik's Trains. So there you go. All right, we'll be going to that one probably, most likely, because we like going to that one. All right, so that's it for the Train Collectors Association. So what else we got here? Boom, here's the Villages. A nice place to go. They got one big room for the vendors and one big room for the train layouts and the snack bar. So usually they have some pretty good food there, and a lot of tables where you can sit down and have something to eat on the inside. And if you get tired, you go out in the lobby and sit in those nice comfortable chairs. They got two big hallways. There's one with the main entrance on that side there, and this one, it looks like this one's the side entrance over here. Okay, so always good to go to that one there. We'll be going to that one also. And then this one is from the magazines, White River Productions. They have them listed in the back of the magazines, and also whatever doesn't make it also makes it over here. I think they said you have to have it in within 90 days before to get it in the magazine. Railroad Model Craftsman, Model Railroad News, and Rail Space News magazine, and Rail Fan and Railroad. So a lot of good information right here. Okay, so NMRA, here is the Sunshine Region deal, and let's go. Let's get to the cold stuff. For what reason they show Colorado here for the Sunshine Region, I have no idea. We'll have to ask Senior Chief Andy Zimmerman about that, because he's the one that does the stuff for the Sunshine Region NMRA. So why do you have all the snow? Making us feel bad over here, or making the air conditioning feel a little bit better looking at the snow right there. So, okay, so they're having a big whoop-de-doo in Ocala, Florida, right off of I-75 at the Hilton on October 9th through the 11th. And usually they had it at Plant City, so I guess they moved it to Ocala, because I didn't see it at Plant City this year. I always look forward to seeing it at Plant City, because it was always a good show, but they didn't have one there this year. So I wonder why. Okay, so now we got Robert Sacco's place, Suncoast Model Railroad Club, right there in Pinellas Park, December 6th, 2025, hours from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the show is in the Performing Arts Center in Pinellas Park, and then The open house at the clubhouse is in Largo, Florida, not too far away. Just here's the Performing Arts Center. You can go either down this road here, up there, and go snake over here, and then over there, and then boom, boom, into there, or go up this way and that way. You can go that way, or go this way here and over that way. We prefer going the back road here, boom, 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 and you're right there. It's only a couple of miles away. A lot of good cookies and donuts there. And if you get there early enough, they got hot coffee. And here we go, Bushnell Station. A lot of good stuff at Bushnell Station. They just built a new building, and they're going to be building another building here pretty soon. Hey, Streamline, good to see you over here. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Okay, there you go. Oops. Okay, there you go. Glad you can make it. Okay. Good to see you. So this thing right here, this is what they're going to have. They have to build a new building for that. That's Fowler's Dream Layout. It's I think it's a 60 by 80 O-scale layout. The framework is all steel, welded steel, and a bunch of old people been working on it for the last 10 years. Most of them are in nursing home right now. A few of them have passed away, and they never did find a permanent location for it. So Thomas Fowler decided, you know, since he's in, I think he's in assisted living right now, but he decided that he was going to donate everything to Bushnell Station, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So he has to build another building much bigger than the one he just built this past year, where he's got let me see, he's got 2 N-scale layouts, one from the Villages, an HO scale layout from, I think, Pennsylvania somewhere. The other N-scale layout was donated from somebody up in New York State. And the O-scale, no, it's either O-scale or G-scale. It's just a big display behind glass that was at the Chicago Children's Hospital. It's all 4 new ones, and then he's got a little corner over there showing what's this with this right here, what's going to be at the new place. And last time I was up there, he didn't have that, but you could see in the background is one of the N-scale layouts behind the train station. And I think that's just half of the train station from Fowler's Dream Layout. Because, see, back in that area back there, that's the N-scale layout back there. So, got a nice gift shop there. A lot of good stuff there. And also, 7.5-inch gauge rail where you could ride. And this is his personal collection here with some of the stuff that's in the gift shop. And this is Muskrat Ramble right there. Okay. If you didn't see it fast enough, you missed it. Okay. So here we go to Regal Railway. This is a small one. A gentleman goes to all the train shows in the area, sets up a table, and has his own train shows in Brooksville, Largo, another Brooksville, Port St. Richie, another Brooksville, Newport Richie, Stark, that's a new one. There we go. Haven't seen that one. But that says Newport Richie right there. That says Stark, Florida. Bradford County Fairgrounds. Okay. So that's a new one. He used to have them in Orlando at Kissimmee. I don't see that one anymore. He used to do it in Edgewater, but I don't see that one anymore. So I guess the better performing ones he keeps, and the other ones he just doesn't do them anymore. Okay, so that is it for the train shows. Okay. I don't have a big whoop-de-doo for the train, for the announcement that I had. I should have had a little little stinger here for that, but I don't. So I'll just show you a few photos right here, and you may get an idea of what I will be doing coming up in next month after I finish the Talc Factory right here. And I'll be dedicating one night out of the week on Rumble only, not on YouTube, to this project. So a few months ago, about 6 months ago, I started painting the walls. This is probably my third attempt on the walls right here. This is right as you come in. This is a little bit better than my first attempt. So if you see my first attempt, I had to go over my first attempt. This was my first attempt at painting on the wall, and I had to go over it a little bit better to get all the globs of the trees out of there. I didn't like it the first part, so I had to go over it again. Here's another portion of it that looks a little bit better. The further you get away, the better it looks. And then once I put the clouds in there up on the top, I added some oil paint, the blue, to it to give it the shadow up there. Okay. And there's another view of it way up in the corner. Okay, and then here's the garage door, the left-hand side of the garage door. A little bit further over to the right of the left-hand side of the garage door. I didn't put any of the oil-based paint under those clouds right there. I only did it on the concrete block. But over here, looks at the center. You can see the cord to release the garage door, the shadow of it anyway, hanging down there. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I have to finish the garage door because on the far side, all I did was you could see, well, let me see over here. Over on the very right of it, I just put the basic colors in there, and did the tree line right there. And the ground and the sky. And you can't see it, it's out of view, but that's where I put some of the oil-based paint up and on top. I was experimenting with it. But coming up, well, let me give you a history. Past couple of times I've been at Michael's, I guess about 3 weeks ago, I picked up these canvases. Here is, what is it? It's 12 by 24. So I'm going to be putting the backdrop on the canvas. I got 4 of them, 12 by 24. Okay, it's all already coated with gesso, so it's ready to go. I might get some more to put another coat on it to make it a little bit thicker. And then the other day I found a different size with more of them, and these are 16 by 20. So these will work a little bit better because they're a little bit higher, not as long, but a little bit higher, so it'll give me a little bit more real estate to work with. And there's 5 of them, so that'll keep me busy one night a week. I might do more nights than that, but on a regular schedule, I'll be doing it one night a week. So, because it's too hard to reach over, especially in the back. I got 24 inches that I have to go over and reach over to paint, and over here on this side is the same thing. Well, let me see. Yeah, this is 24 inches over here. That side over there was easy because that was 18 inches. But in the back and over here is 24 inches. That's a little bit further, got further to reach. And plus, I got 2 layers over here. I get the 12-inch one. The 12-inch one should fit underneath there, but I have an incline over there, so I might just forget about that part right there and just paint behind it. I got some hardboard. I'll just finish that off with the mountain scene and have the buildings in front of it, and then put some clouds up on the top. You can see the little bit of a blue that I put there. But up on the second level is where I'll be able to put the 16 by 20s and just stack them up all along the edge before I put the finish the track. So that'll give me something else to do besides what I've been doing on the on the kits on the workbench. And so that's my story, and I'm stuck with it. So I haven't decided what night, and I don't know if I'll cut out one of the nights from the workbench or use Monday, Wednesday, or Friday to do it. I'm not sure yet. Haven't decided that yet. See how energetic I get about doing it, but I'll be doing it at least one night a week, or maybe an afternoon, whenever I have the time. I don't think I'll do it on a regular schedule in the beginning. I'll do it like I did the workbench stuff. Whenever I got back there and started doing stuff, I just went live. Just for the hell of it, any time of the day, unannounced, and just, I didn't schedule it or anything. I just went live. I'll do that for the first couple of times until I get used to doing it, and then I'll put it on a regular schedule. But look for that after I finish what the project that I am working on now. Today's the 20th. We got 11 more days in this month. I should hopefully be finished with it. Let me get a close-up of what's on the workbench right now. You can see it right there. Okay, let me get the microphone off so we don't get a echo right there. But you can see I'm pretty much got the building together. I got the roof section sitting there because that's what the next step that I have to do for that. So that's going to be fun. And then I'm going to have to set up a new camera. I have another camera. I have my Sony A7 that I could set up back there also. It's with the HDMI input or output, and I could hook it up to this computer right here. The only thing is I'm going to need another microphone for it. I used to have a cheap lapel mic that was cordless, but it wasn't that good. So I'm going to have to find another one that I could use for that purpose right there, and set it up back there. Also, I got another tripod that I could use, and let me see if we got the other view up here too. Okay, I got one more. Okay, here you go. Well, this is the overall view right there. But somewhere back there, I'm going to set up a tripod. You can see way back in the corner behind that 1.5-inch PVC, because that's a project that I have for outside, right next to the pink foam. But you can see I got another tripod up there that I could put my camera on and work on the painting. So I don't think we have a easel. I got one for Debbie long time ago, but I think when we moved we got rid of it. So I might have to get another easel, or I got two big tripods. I might make an easel out of one of the tripods and use the other tripod for a camera. But all set up except for a cordless mic to do this. And I got all the lights up on top for that. No problem. Okay, so where's this other camera right here? Okay, let me fix it because I got a bunch of stuff on it. I'll knock all the stuff off of it. Okay. All right, so here we go. Boom. And here's the other view. This I did a stream on this last Tuesday with this view on here, but then I added a couple of other cameras over there and put some text up in there. I just knocked the text off of there and the other cameras so you can see the full view. But that's the area I have right there that I could work on stuff. So it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be fun. And I'll be learning as I go along. So we'll see what that looks like. It might be a disaster, but looking at some of the pictures that I did on the garage door, I was really impressed with it. It looks better than I thought it would look. I thought it would look really crappy, but I did a better job than what I thought. And every time that I go a little bit further, I get better. So this is like the second version of the first attempt. So that was really bad. Here is the second attempt, and then here is the third attempt on these last three photos right here. So hopefully, as things go by, I'll get a little bit better, and I won't have to be standing on a ladder, reaching over to paint the garage door like that. I might just fill in the right side of the garage door a little bit and put some of the canvas up there also, just to cover it up. So that's where we are with that. Okay. I want to say hello to everybody that's on X right now. I see we got about 7 people over there. Thank you for stopping in there. Okay. Alrighty. Really appreciate it. Okay. In a little while, I'm going to cut off X because I got about an hour and a half worth of videos to show. Yeah, Bob Ross reincarnated. There you go. All right. Yep. And I just seen a Bob. We was at a thrift store up in Avon Park the other day, and they had a Bob Ross T-shirt there, and I should have got it, but maybe I'll go back because it's only open on Tuesday and Thursday. Maybe I'll go back there tomorrow and see if it's open, and I'll get that and wear that the first time. Okay. All right. Thanks, Jim. Really appreciate it. Okay, so let's do some workbench stuff. So just to give you an idea what we did, here's about a 22-minute video. I showed this on what's today, Wednesday. I showed this on Monday. This was the last video I showed, but this will give you an idea how we got to this week. Well, instead of going through all the trouble of removing these verticals right here that I added by mistake or by them forgetting to say or being more specific, I'm just going to leave them there, and we're going to go on to the next step, which is cutting this thing right here. I already cut it, but now we're going to mark it. So let me get it down here to the other camera. Alright, I have it right here, and all I got to do is put tick marks on here for the location of the rafters, and I'm just going to bring it down here like so. And I had to cut it just a little bit longer than what the drawing is, so we'll just split it in half where they are, and then I'll just put the tick marks on it like I did on the other pieces. And again, I do not have my goggles on, so I'm assuming that I could see it, but I probably can because I'm pressing down pretty hard on this. And once I determined that I could see all of them, I'll be able to glue them in place. Yep, I could see it. Alright, and that corresponds with the ones that are up on here. Okay, so I just get a dab of glue for each end and glue it into place, and we'll wait for that to dry. And we could cut all these other rafters and actual straight sections. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight sections that go across here also. Okay, and there's like a little lip right there because we put these on the outside flush with the bats. So this thing sits on a little lip. And there we go. So we'll just let that dry and do some more cutting. Well, I had to search all over the place to find the template for on figure 1 because it's on the drawing where the overall top drawing is and the annex inside wall. Not on the one that you would think it would be on. But there it is right there. Oh, too close. We'll be able to cut from there. Now this is a task where you got to cut these one at a time, put it on the template, and then cut it. And just like I always did, I extend the line above and below so you could see where to cut on the side where you got to make the cut. Okay, so this is going to be a long process because I got 21 for each side. So there's 4 right there. So let me cut this one here because you got to put an angle on it because this was a straight one that we put left over from the center beam. I thought we'd be able to cut it straight, but the ones that go across the top of the wall have an angle cut on the top to match these rafters, the angle of the rafter. There we go, we got 21 right there. We're halfway done. Cutting is over. Now it's time to glue. I got some extra pieces over here, the small ones. Well, I did a couple of them so far. What I did is put a dab of glue on the bottom right here, and then I put a little bit of glue right up here where it hits the beam. And to hold it from the very end because I tried holding it in the middle and stuff like that, and I'd get it. So I just put it like that. There we go. It's a little nerve-wracking. But we got a few more to do, and we're getting a bunch of thunder here off in the distance. Going pretty good so far. Just got to take your time and get it right on the tick marks. And try not to destroy it in the meantime. There. Okay. Got to get some more glue. Well, once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty smoothly. Just got to remember to not put too much pressure on this beam when you're placing it in there. And the biggest part is when when I'm going for the glue, I have to be careful not to hit this thing because I've done it a couple of times and knocked it over. It's so big, gets in the way a little bit. Well, you can't see it from this end, huh? So I'll just have to turn it around and show you what I got so far as soon as I get this one on there. The last two were a little bit crooked there, huh? Might have to move the top over just a little bit. I might have this tick mark on the bottom off a little bit. That's what it is. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we are. Right there. Now there you go, the one side is finished. While I was editing yesterday's video, I was, most of the way through it, and I figured out why there was a limited amount of verticals in here. There's a, well, I don't know, well, you can see it right there, but right there is a roof that spans like 1/3 of the way over on the right hand side that covers up those verticals. So they could have said something else, but I'm glad I figured it out because it was bugging the shit out of me. I cut some extra ones, put them in there, minus the one on the right. I just left out one on the right. I should have left out 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right is what they should have said, but they did not. Okay, so there it is right there. There's a roof that covers that section of the thing right here, right there. Okay. And I'm doing this after I did all this right here. I'm just about getting ready to finish it. I had to take a break because the Comcast guy was here again because I had issues with the stream again. So I checked everything. He said everything was okay again. And he showed me all the stuff on there. It looks good, looks good, looks good. And then as he was getting back in his van, I came in here, did a speed check, and it said, it's no good. So I caught him before he left. He came back in here, changed the modem again, because I just put that one in 2 weeks ago, or maybe, yeah, like about 2 weeks ago, and waited for it to update. And as he was leaving, I did another check, and it was still down. And I said, hey, look, it's still down. He says, well, it's updating right now. I said, okay, I'll take your word for it. Well, after all that, I unplugged it. I brought it down lower on a lower shelf, and hopefully it works. My upload speed was better, but my download speed is still a little not where it's supposed to be. Still only half. It was only like 600 something. The upload speed was going, and then it finally went up. So hopefully it'll stay that way for I don't know how long. Okay, that's my story, and I'm stuck with it. Well, I had to lighten it up a little bit down here. Had to change the setting for the camera because I was watching a replay and it looked a little bit dark. So I don't have that much more to do, and once I get done with all this, that's the end of the step. Quit working on the roof and work on the freight door, building the freight doors. So alright, so after this long break, we'll see what we got to do now. See if I see if I still have the muscle memory to do all this. Okay. All this other stuff should be dry by now because it's been a couple hours. I had dinner. We had a little storm. Well, before it had a lot of thunder, but no rain. And then it cleared up, and then we had some more thunder, and it finally rained that time for a little bit, not very long. So it might have cooled it off a little bit because it was really hot today. It was out this morning, and even before 12 o'clock it was like 93 degrees out there. I can't imagine what it would be like to be working out there constantly. But then again, when I worked in the laundry, I used to come outside to cool off. Yeah, after these, I put the ones flat that go across the top of the walls, 7 of them, and that should be it for this step right here. I'll let you see one more, and then I'll shut the camera off so you don't have to keep watching me doing this. Or maybe I'll just speed it up because you can't see what I'm doing on this side anyway. Okay. So there's what we got so far on this side. Next time you'll see it, it'll be all the way across. Alright, got that done. We're just going to wait for it to dry a little bit before we put these in here. And I got a look at the drawing again to see exactly where they go. You got to find the right drawing. And this one's covered up with the, this one really doesn't, that one doesn't show where it is. You gotta look, you gotta go through all these different drawings just to find the right one that has what you're looking for. So you can see where they have the ones going across. So 7 of them, 1, 2. So go in 2, and then every 3. There you go. So we'll just wait a while and give it time to dry, and so we don't mess anything up when we put that up against it. Well, once I got the first one in, which was the second one in, you go skip 3, go to 3, and I'm putting a little bit on each end on the 5/32 and along the rafter, and I'll hold it somewhere, you know, not on the end but towards the center a little bit, and then come down, just squeeze it in. There you go. 1, 2, 3. These aren't that hard to do, since you already got everything all lined up in here. And 1, 2, 3, we'll put it right on the second one. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oops, dropped it. All right, there we go. Got all them in there. Okay. So that's the last part of that step. The next step, step number 10, the freight doors. We got 2 pieces of the 2x4 door design material, and C6 is 1 piece, 3/64 by 1 3/4 by 6 5/8 inches door material. Cut out the freight doors from the material provided using the door cutting template figure 2 as a guide. So let's find figure 2. Figure 2 is this long one, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 to cut out on that one right there. We'll do that at another time. So we're finished for the day. That is it. Okay. Well, starting to look like something. We're going to do the freight doors and stuff. 4 freight doors. All right, there you go. That's just a recap of what went on before Monday. Now we got what has been going on since Monday. And Streamline says, started using my shop compressor for airbrush and forgot I had used it to blow some filters out. I let it at 100 pounds. Was wondering where the hell is all the paint coming from. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Rob said said the same thing. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. Yeah, you gotta cut it down. Watch the pressure on there. Oh boy. All right. So the next one coming up is what we did, what I did yesterday. Okay. I was busy yesterday. Had a couple of different sessions yesterday. All right, so I'm just wondering if I should just shut YouTube off because nobody has said anything since, let me see. Since Jim came on and left. That was the last one that said anything. Chasco came over here. Streamline came over here. Klondike came over here. And nobody has been, no one has said a word on YouTube. And so I'm just going to shut it off on YouTube. YouTube, good night. It's been nice, but you've been quiet. So we're just going to keep this exclusively on Rumble right now. So bye-bye.